connected for free at Education Connection. Get connected for free at Education. Got my degree online, doing it on my own time. Cause I got a degree for free. Isn't that how it goes?
Yeah, education connection. I don't know. You tell me. I just know that
I
one
think
part.
that's how. I think that's how it works.
Oh,
All right,
goodness
we're here,
gracious.
man. We're in here. Excuse me. Let me clear
Oh,
my throat. Live and in the flesh. Josh O'Leary and Dirt here live for you on a pro wrestling sauce. Not the usual duo that you see over here. What was it last prediction show? We said you hadn't been on the show since episode 2.
now I'm on 2 in a row.
And look at that, 2 in a row, and you're just replacing Nate entirely. That's right. Nate is not going to be joining us.
That's not
He,
true. He's
um,
not joining us
he's
today.
not. Yeah, today. He's not joining us today. Um, oh, your audio. But yeah,
What's
he's
wrong
not
with
here. No, you're good.
that?
Nate's not here. He had to work late, super late, and he was like, "Dude, I'm butt tired." Like he said, he was as tired as a butt, and I was like, "Dude."
Butt naked.
I mean, he probably is. He probably went home, stripped all his clothes off, and crawled onto the bathroom floor, and turned the shower on, and never got in. Just went to sleep. Let the steam. He just steamed
Mm.
for a few hours.
Yeah, he's like a boiled crab right now.
Yeah, he's a boiled cowboy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, welcome in, everybody. Josh O'Leary, Dirt are here to break it all down for you. I'd like to go in order. I usually have Nate do this part. See, this is where we're just gonna kind of freak ball it here, you know.
Oh, I added a soundboard.
But first things first. Oh, you did? Okay, you
Yeah,
added some new
check
sounds.
this out.
Mhm.
Tell me if you can decipher who this is.
Okay. Can I hear it one more time?
Here, I have it longer too.
Is he saying yeah at the beginning?
Yeah, it's Booker T on
Okay,
NXT.
okay. Yeah, I was gonna say it's either Booker T or it makes me think of who is it? What a Rush, you know? What a Rush. Makes me think of that.
Yeah.
I'm blanking on the name for some reason. But yeah, Booker T. Is that him reacting to Stephanie Vickers' wrestling moves? Yeah.
I just thought he
I
made
figured it
it.
was.
He makes the whole thing.
Oh, he really does. You know, I call the move. I don't even know the real name of the move. I call it the Shucky Ducky Quack Quack because of Booker T.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah. But
Shucky ducky
oh,
quack
Paul's in
quack.
the chat by the way. Hey, Paul. Good to see you down there. He's live coming in from England. Our UK correspondent, Paul UK. Good to see you. And Dirt, I want to break down this background as well. I definitely want to break down the
Oh,
background.
my Mania background.
Hmm. Yeah, that's definitely got my focus and attention. First of all, I'm going to start up from right to left on the way I'm looking at it, at least. You got Big E in the corner who did not appear. Was this a guess? Did you make this pre-Mania?
No, I just stuck him next to the. He's
Oh,
shocked and appalled that New
he,
Day
w-
won.
okay. Okay, I like that.
He's
I,
like,
ca- I can
shit, I should have
see
been there.
he's
He
looking at New
shit.
Day. He's shocked. I can see it. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got Randy. It looks
That's
like
mustache Randy.
and I was gonna say it looks like he's got a mustache. It's your favorite version. How
Oh
many?
yeah.
You have to go through many pages of Google Images to find that one of Randall.
No, I didn't. I just had to type in Randy mustache.
Randy mustache.
No.
And then you got
Right.
Io Sky, Victorious, and then you have. Is this is this a picture of Ray Phoenix? Who is he with? Is that
One of the
Pitbull?
luchadors, one of the AAA lucha guys was
Oh
like holding them up
shit!
after the match ended.
I called him Pitbull.
Oh no, that's not Pitbull.
Oh, and then you have a new swagged out Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman. He's so short and stubby. I love him. He's my this is my favorite Paul. If
Oh
Paul
yeah.
was actually like this and was wearing the get up, started being a little crazy like Seth with the outfit, I think people would hate it and I think we would love it.
Oh, I'd love it.
We got Joe Hendry next. I see
Yeah,
Joe Hendry down there.
he's just there.
Someone probably said his name. And then you have uh, El Grande Americano standing tall and victorious over Ray Phoenix there, who's, down below. Is that someone
Just looking
really
up.
small beside Ray Phoenix down at the bottom?
Where
Who
am I
is that?
looking?
Really small
Oh,
beside.
it is. It's Jey Uso.
What? Jey Uso's really small down there with the
I forgot
title.
I put him in there. It's him at the press conference.
Oh, okay. And then we have a young Dominic Mysterio,
Yep.
very young. And then we have Liv Morgan, of course. She's there beside him. You can't have Dom without Liv. And then you have Drew's selfie. I like that. That's nice.
Yep.
The selfie Drew took. And then you have a pale and newly hair transplanted John Cena, victorious
Mm-hmm.
over Cody Rhodes there. And then you got Jade Cargill, Storm from X-Men there. You got Cody with his awesome Iron Man mask. And then who's
Yep.
that in the background? Is that Joan Rivers? Who is that?
No, that's the owner of the AAA Lucha.
Oh, why do
She just looked.
I keep calling them Beth?
All right, I'm back.
I called them Pitbull and Joan Rivers is the people I just said are affiliated with AAA. No, yeah, that announcement was a big shock. I did not expect that. I don't think
I
a
am
lot
like
of people online expected that
legit.
AAA announcement, but it's no surprise after the signing of El Grande Americano.
I mean, look at the guy.
I mean, yeah,
There ain't another person on the planet that looks like that.
yeah. You found this picture. You didn't even make it. This was just like the first image you searched that came up when you typed in winners from WrestleMania.
Mm-mm. I spent like 20 minutes making this thing.
So they put Joe Hendry in there. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I put Joe Hendry in there.
Well, let's get it on, man. Paul's here. Paul's in the chat. If you're joining us live, feel free to leave us a comment down below as we get dived in here to the sauce. WrestleMania 41, night one. Dude, kicked off with Jey Uso and Gunther. It kicked off with the World Heavyweight title match here.
I already forgot.
It
this
used to
match.
be. It used to be when you won the Royal Rumble. You main evented WrestleMania. Jey Uso
Whoa.
won the Royal Rumble, and he gets to start WrestleMania. Now that seems to just I don't even think
Used to
that's a
be-
thing anymore
Used
now.
to be WrestleMania was one day.
Yeah, I mean that too. I mean we could, if we want to
I don't
break
think
it
they
down.
want to. I don't think they want to finish WrestleMania with the winner of the Royal Rumble.
No.
Not anymore. Not when it's like 13 hours long.
Well, they used to. It depends on who wins that Royal Rumble. Had they had Cena win, because he's the one who got pushed off second. I mean, second to last there by Jey Uso. So
Yeah, John Cena won WrestleMania.
he won the. Yeah, I mean, we'll get to that one on night two. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, follow, like, and share. Paul is reminding me. I never say that. I never tell people to do that. They could be watching and they're like, "Oh yeah, I should do that." Yeah. Dude, it's gonna come in handy.
I'm gonna
That's
get
a
rid
good
of the
one.
long one. I just had the long one because it was funny that one time.
No, the long one might be good. For something that we really like. Oh yeah, there's more crowd on that one. Oh my god. It's longer than the first time I heard it somehow. Good stuff. Thank you, Booker.
Yep. Dude, Booker's one of the best.
Oh yeah. Too bad he wasn't commentating the Jey Uso versus Gunther match. This match was
Where's Jay?
very controversial online. Some people upset about this. Some people liked the match, didn't like the finish.
I don't remember this match at all.
Well, let me remind you some. Jey Uso
Okay.
actually had a pretty good competitive match with Gunther. Jey Uso, known for doing many of super kicks, did not pull out that many super kicks. I don't even see. If I was I would have noticed if I had I mean, it's Jey Uso. Last year he had that match against his brother, and it was just a super kick party. It was god awful. It was honk shoe to the max. You could hear half of the world sleeping to that match. It was bad. And then you have Jey Uso here, and he's kind of like stealing Gunther's moveset a little bit throughout the match, and I'm like, I like this. I like, because Gunther did that sleeper hold in the match, and I was like, I was even doing the reactions live here on the channel, and I was like,
Did Jay make him tap?
I was like, oh, rest hold. I was like, great rest hold from Gunther. I love it, because I was rooting for Gunther, so I was like, oh, I love it. Yeah, and then we get to the end there, and yeah, Jay puts on the chokehold, and Gunther taps within like 5 seconds. It was very quick. It was a very quick tap out. Gunther did not wait around to struggle at all. He just tapped right out, which I thought was an odd call. I did think that was odd how quick he tapped out. Now, did I actually like Gunther tapping out? Yeah, kind of. If you're going to have Jay win here, which I didn't agree with, then the only way I like it is if Jay pulls something out of his bag that I'm not used to seeing. If Jay pins Gunther off a Uso splash, boo. You know what I'm saying? If he pins him off a super kick, no good. I need to see something he hasn't pulled out, and he went into Gunther's arsenal and got him with his own submission, which was fantastic. I thought he should have struggled a little bit more, but I actually liked this match I wasn't even rooting for Jay, but I did like this match, if I'm going to be honest.
He's the cerebral assassin, Jey Uso.
The cerebral assassin. I mean, remember when we thought it was hilarious that they started to call him main event Jey Uso? Remember we were like...
Yeah, and now he's literally the opener of WrestleMania. It's the opposite.
Yeah, he's the opposite.
Oh my god, they should call him the opener, Jey Uso.
Opening Jey Uso, yeah. Oh, the opening man.
No, I think it's Jay's year. Nah, I'm lying. It's not.
You think it's Jay's year?
No.
I mean, it kind of was his year this year. Yeah, it was already, Let's see here.
I'll tell you whose year I think it is, but I'll do that later.
Whose year? Okay.
It's Paul Heyman and Dominic Mysterio's year, both of them.
Oh yeah, definitely Dominic, because that was
a big year for both of them. They're both gonna feud with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Faction versus faction style.
Now, is there any way you could? We are frozen. We'll come back in a second. By the way, guys, do not worry. We are frozen, but we will come back. Is there any way you can pull up the WrestleMania card in order, like how it happened?
In order? I don't think that exists.
Yeah, it does. Like how it happened in order.
Yeah.
Yeah, the card. It started with Jey Uso and Gunther, but for some reason I am blanking on the second match, or I'm getting it confused with Night 2, I think, because I have them written down wrong in my phone.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I'm finding it.
Paul said he got that match right. We know you got it right, Paul. You don't got it. Anytime you find the chance to just rub it into my face, that's what it seems you like to do. You like to rub it in that you got the picks right. I got the least amount of picks right. You know this.
I'm in the 99th percentile for
I'm sour about it.
Top 1%, baby. Top 1%. I got all of them right.
But yeah, I don't know, dude. I'm blanking. I guess I could try to find the picture.
All I'm finding is articles that are recapping the matches, but they're not in any specific orders. Maybe I can go on images.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the card right here. Okay, we're good.
Was the next match Fatu?
Okay, no, we're not actually, because this is not night one. Why is, dude? Yeah, it's so hard to find it for some reason.
Was the next match? This isn't it.
No, it's not it, dude.
This isn't WrestleMania. This is some Reddit post about what they thought WrestleMania was going to be. This is what I think. I didn't think this existed.
Mm. Okay, I got the night one match card. We're good.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So, Jey Uso versus Gunther ended. We already gave our analysis on that match. I liked it. I mean, we don't have to give it a star ranking. I don't really feel like.
I thought it was like a typical Raw match though, but I mean it was the opener.
You're not wrong in that sense. I've heard a lot of people say that it kind of felt like a Raw Super Show.
No, it had its moments where it was like, "Whoa, this is crazy." Like Paul Heyman, that wouldn't happen on Raw.
True. That I mean, well, everybody said like the beginning of it, pretty much, like the whole first three matches. Let's break it down. Let's see.
They got to
Um,
make 13 hours.
I mean, yeah. I mean that this is true, but this is WrestleMania as well.
This is true. This is a lot of
Yeah.
different
And you
storylines.
saying that it felt like a Raw match isn't a good start, I would say.
No, I take back what I said because this is not one storyline. This is everybody. This is like what 15 individual storylines.
Hmm.
Yeah. I take it back. This should
It's a
be
lot of storylines.
crazy. Every match should be crazy.
Now, next up, we had the War Raiders versus the New Day. And
This match was
talk about Raw match, Dirt. You talk about Raw match. That's what
yeah,
this match was.
yeah.
This match was
This
no
is like a
good.
high stakes Raw match.
Yeah, I didn't get this one right either. You know, if anyone's wondering about the predictions, I did not get this one right either. I lost predictions just flat out entirely. Did terrible. I
Do we
picked
have
the
the
War
result?
Raiders. I do. They're in my notebook over there
Oh, okay.
across the room. I can pull those out at the end.
Yeah, we'll do the
Um,
results at the end because otherwise we'll never get through this.
oh, it was the triple threat for the second match. Paul said Paul knows the whole card here, so I guess we could have just asked Paul. You know, he is in the chat. So
Oh, it was the triple threat, wasn't it?
yeah, and then the
I got that one right.
the triple threat match for wait
That was a good match. That was the women's one.
the triple threat match was next.
Is that not the women's match?
What triple threat match?
Damn it! Now I gotta
Dude, confusing me now.
the EO Sky match.
No, that's night two. You guys are
Okay.
confusing me now. Hold on. Don't be. Yeah, don't be doing that now. I thought. Okay, I thought it was the New Day, for some reason. I thought they toned it down. You got the big heroic Jey Uso babyface win, and then you get the New Day heel win, which I thought was like, okay. Like their heat has died down so much since the Big E turn. I mean,
Yeah, they're
you're getting more
pretty still.
action out of your background than you are on the actual program from the New Day and Big E. So
The New Day reminds me of a TV show that's gone past its prime and now it's just running.
mhm.
You know, it's just a machine at this point.
Yeah. Um,
A pretty
and
boring machine.
then we had night one. Night one, we get to Jade Cargill versus Naomi. Now, talk about Raw
Mm.
Super Show, Dirt. It's feeling more and more like one. The more I think about that comment, the more it's feeling like one with this third match here. Jade Cargill
Damn,
versus Naomi.
I didn't mean to sour night one like right off the bat.
You didn't sour it. It just, it does that. I mean, the comment resonates. It makes a lot of sense that,
I thought they looked cool. I thought Naomi looked cool for Naomi because she always looked the same for like
yeah,
12
Naomi looked
years.
great. She should have won. I was rooting for Naomi here. I was rooting for the wrestler here. I mean, Jade, she looks good. Jade looks great. She looks good. She's very good at the power moves. Big,
Mm.
doing
She's
those
a
big
power
slams
lifter.
and big lifts. But I don't know, dude. Just something isn't clicking with her, with me. Something seems off. It seems like she's maybe a struggle to work with behind the scenes. Um, I don't know. I thought if you're going to continue this storyline at all between her, Bianca, and Naomi, which it seems like that's the case, I thought that Naomi should have won. If you were, but
Yeah, but for
if it's just
storyline
Jade wins
wise,
and we move on, then I get it. But if storyline wise, I think Naomi should have won here, and I'm really
no, because
surprised also that she wasn't
then
involved in that triple threat match on, night two. So,
because Jade had to get her revenge for getting jumped. This
true,
this finishes that whole storyline off.
true. I mean, that's what I'm saying. If it's one and done, then I get why Jade won. But if it's not one and done and this storyline continues, Dirt, I think Naomi should have won. It would only make sense for Jade to. Why would Jade still be pissed at Naomi? Why would she wrestle her again? She already beat her.
Yeah,
You know? Like, I don't know. I was rooting for you, Naomi. You lost,
But Jade looked cool. She had lightning bolts on her ribs.
I thought Naomi looked cooler, dude. Now, this is another reason why I thought she should have won. She was, she's been building up this heel character. This is her first big singles match as a heel, and not only that, I believe this was the first women's one-on-one singles match at WrestleMania without some sort of title or stipulation involved. This was just a straight up match between two women at WrestleMania, and that's actually never happened before.
Mm.
Which I thought it would have been great to give the veteran who's been putting in the work, who started as a funkadactyl for Fox News' own Brodus Clay, someone who's come up through that pile of dog shit to where she is now. I thought she deserved it. That as well. I don't know. I'm rooting for Naomi.
She's the bad guy.
And then I may go out of order, by the way, so don't worry about the order anymore.
I think I got it. I think next is LA Knight and Fatu.
Okay, we'll go LA Knight and Fatu. You had Jade as well.
This was a pretty solid match.
Yes, you did, Paul.
Entrances were cool. This was a solid match.
Yeah, the mask on Jacob Fatu, he had like the werewolf mask. That was super sick, dude. It would have been even cooler if it opened up like Cody's.
Well, they just don't have the budget for.
They don't have the budget for two masks.
They're like, we give Cody all the masks and all the pyro.
Yeah. They're like, we had to cut someone. I don't know. We had to fire somebody to get Cody's mask.
Yeah.
It's very expensive. Very expensive.
Honestly, it's probably one dude making all the masks.
This match was not the best, in my opinion. I thought this match was a honk shoe, dude. I really did, just for a little bit. I thought the best thing out of this match was the ending with the sequence of the BFT, whatever. What does he call it? It's like an RKO. It looked like an RKO. Have you ever seen the RKO, Dirt, where Evan Bourne?
Have I ever seen the RKO?
Yeah, it's a specific RKO where Evan Bourne does a like a springboard backflip or something. I don't even know what he does. He does like a moonsault, a shooting star press or some shit, and Randy Orton RKO's his ass.
Hold on.
But that's kind of what it looked like LA Knight and Fatu did.
It's Fatu's moonsault into BFT.
BFT, okay. Yeah. He gets he hits that. I don't know why I'm blanking so hard tonight on certain things. I've been covering this for a while. I think I'm just tired as well. Yeah, the BFT, which sounds like some sort of sandwich from Subway.
It does sound good.
What
about the Samoan werewolf knockout?
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, and then I don't know. I thought that was cool. But other than that, this match was kind of.
Oh, is that what Fatu is? He's a werewolf?
And I'm a little salty that LA Knight did not win because I also lost this prediction. I thought I was going off the cusp.
LA Knight.
I don't either, Dirt. Sometimes I just pick. I just pick to pick. I don't like LA Knight.
Well, you're picking wrong anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I picked him because I thought that I was being too heel heavy in my predictions.
Oh
Which
no,
little
this
did
was
I
a.
know that the WWE is just heel heavy at the moment. Everyone's turning heel. It seems.
It's what the people want.
I guess it's a little bit excessive. You know, we got I don't know, Becky Lynch coming back and turning heel after 24 hours.
She
Yeah.
divorces Seth kayfabe style.
That would make it spicy. They should do something like that. She should join
Yeah,
his crew and then divorce Seth and marry Paul.
I was gonna say Dom.
No,
She
Paul,
becomes
dude.
part of.
Paul Heyman.
She marries Paul Heyman. That's a little crazy.
No, it's not that crazy. Not for Paul Heyman. Not for
Yeah,
you heard what he was saying at that Tony Hinchcliffe roast, dude. This guy's he's a
I
nasty.
didn't hear it.
He's a freak.
All right,
This
I didn't
guy.
watch the Tony Hinchcliffe roast.
No one
I think
did because you
next.
weren't allowed to.
I think oh, my goodness.
Yeah, you weren't allowed to watch the roast of Tone in
Roast,
WrestleMania because it was not aired.
hmm.
Yeah, but some people got some
I think
clips. There were some clips that were going around. Paul
I think
says
next we've
Fatu is
got.
a beast. He is a beast, and but Paul, you also lost that match. I remember that was the one match we connected on. You picked LA Knight as well. I
LA
think we
Knight's whack.
we lost. I mean, he is whack. I'm not a catchphrase king. You know, like lover. I mean, but I didn't pick Jey Uso. He's another one.
I did pick Jey, so.
See,
Next we have El Grande Americano versus Ray Phoenix. I tried to do the accent. I don't think I did it right.
and no, you got to do my. Do you want me to do?
No, not Mysterio. I'm doing the El Grande Americano
You got to do my
accent.
Rey Mysterio impression, dude. It was getting rave reviews.
No, where he's like, I'm El Grande Americano. It's like slightly Spanish. I can't really get
Yeah.
it.
Hi, I'm El Grande Americano. Like that.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
And it's dubbed over. Like his
Yeah.
mouth isn't matching the words at all.
Yeah. I am El
It's
Grande
good.
Americano.
It's one of the funniest gimmicks in the
It's
show right
funny
now.
and he can wrestle. That's what's really great about it. It's Chad Gable, so
Mm.
no matter what, you know that you're going to get a great wrestling match. So that's a good thing. This match was what it was. I didn't think this
Well, it
was
was a
anything stellar. This was also a replacement for Rey Mysterio coming in with Rey Phoenix. Yeah.
Yeah, so they just did a standard match because I mean, how are you going to choreograph a WrestleMania match in like 2 hours?
True. Yeah. I mean, but I would leave it to these two guys as well to be able to pull that off, though, because these two guys are very good. This it went a little
Hmm.
bit shorter than I thought here. I thought this would be a little bit longer, a little more
This
high
was
spots, but we didn't
this
get
was
that many.
also the first match that felt like WrestleMania with the vignettes and everything. Everything else before was kind of just like, this is my revenge story, or this is the New Day coming back at you. But this one was like real vignettes for like WrestleMania.
Yeah. True. Okay, so you're saying WrestleMania started after four matches?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe the Fatu match where he came out as a werewolf. I don't think that's been publicly said before, but I think Jacob Fatu might be a real werewolf.
Um, it's possible. The only thing that makes me think he isn't is his eyebrows. He would have to go to a barber and get
You
those
don't think that
eyebrows
that's what a
shaved like that a lot because his hair would grow back after he turned into a werewolf.
But you don't think that's his werewolf's eyebrows? His werewolf form's
Oh,
eyebrow?
so that's how they grow in like that? They just grow
Yeah,
in
yeah,
all cut like that, perfectly
yeah. Because
formed.
he got slashed in the face by a different werewolf.
Mm,
That's what it
okay,
was.
okay. I forgot that Jacob Fatu's origin is a Goosebumps book. I forget.
It might be. Yeah,
Yeah, you didn't pick this one, Paul.
I got this one right.
I think. Yeah. Wait. Which one are we talking about? El Grande? Yeah, I
El
picked El Grande,
Grande.
dude. Of course I
Yeah,
did.
I think
Of
everybody picked
course
El
I
Grande.
did. This is where I started to. I was like, after 4 matches, I got one, and I was like, I'm on a roll, baby. Let's go. And I thought I was gonna roll into night 2 and just win them all after that, and I did not. But I won the next 3, and our next match, I thought this match was okay, and I like you said a pickup. But we were about to be put back down because our next match was Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's Championship. Oh my goodness, this match, dude. I have a few things to say about
Uh,
this match. I have a couple things.
this match was very stiff. This match was very botch heavy. There was a lot of just like, ooh, oh, now I got you. Like a lot of that going on.
Yeah.
Like, where's your head? Oh, I got it now. Like,
Yeah.
hold on a second. Let me grab your foot.
Yeah, I saw a lot of that from Charlotte. I saw a lot of hesitation and
Yeah.
a lot of delayed reaction and delayed starts. And no, dude, Charlotte went to go for this supernatural selection, and I think she caught the end of one of Tiffany's strands of hair on the way down. Like she barely got this thing.
Barely
Like
grazed it.
yeah, barely grazed it. And I was like, my goodness, that looked awful. Charlotte looked terrible in this match. I see a lot of people talking about
This was
this
the
match,
worst
and I think
match.
they've gone a little bit light. I heard that Charlotte got a, I heard she got a hot and heavy from Nia Jax at the roast of WrestleMania, and that it was a little bit uncalled for all the personal digs. But you're not going to hear any personal digs from me at you, Charlotte.
Mm,
What you are going to hear is your wrestling. It's bad. It's real
it's bad.
bad, and you're better than this. I don't understand why the crowd's getting to you. I don't understand why your wrestling looks like dog shit. Why you can't just like take one on the chin and not be an asshole to everyone around you. Whatever
Ooh.
gene is inside of your father that is creeping up inside and just making you think that your farts smell like roses. I don't know. You need a you need a re-smell. You need a re-sniff. Give it a re-sniff, and you'll realize that that's Jack Link's beef jerky. That's not roses. It's Jack Link's.
That being said, Tiffy did a pretty decent job playing with a stiff character like that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, and having to
He
smell
was
those Jack Link's farts, God, and like she was cracking those off during the match.
she targeted the knee brace. That was a smart move.
Yeah, that was a smart move, actually. Yes, Tiffany got beat up, dude. She looked beat up by the end of this thing. It's probably due
Because
to the
Charlotte's like 7 feet tall.
yeah, I was gonna say due to the giant woman hesitating and going early on spots. Probably due to that. It looked like she lost a tooth by the end of this match, or had a chipped tooth.
No, I
But she
think what it
didn't.
is.
She had
Okay, I
some
think what
blood in
it
her
is.
mouth.
I think all of her teeth are fake, and I think one of her caps popped off.
Ah,
Because you
okay.
could see it was like 3 teeth in a row had just like sheared, and there was underneath you could see like ground down teeth.
Ah, okay. So we saw her Steve-O teeth for a second.
Yeah, I got a couple of those.
Okay. Yeah, so it just popped off, and which is probably hard
It
to
hurt.
do. You got to probably get hit pretty hard for that to get knocked
Yeah,
loose.
I'm assuming it hurts the same as having your tooth chipped, because there's still a tooth underneath that tooth.
Doctor Who says Tony roast fail. Yeah,
Yeah,
it did. It did. I
and
mean, most of the time it does.
I was gonna say I think that's a pretty weekly thing at this point.
It's a pretty weekly thing.
Yeah,
The worst part of his own creation, Tony Hitchcliffe.
oh yeah,
What's next? Our main event.
yeah. I think it was the CM Punk, right?
By the
Right.
way, just to cap off this match, I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it either.
I think I took a smoke break during this
Yeah, I don't
match.
think I'd go back and rewatch it. This isn't one
No.
I'm going back and being like, wow, what a hell of a match between Charlotte and Tiffany. Like, this isn't hell no. Like you said, this is a 3-star Raw Super Show match again.
Not even. This is just like a regular show match.
But this next match is not. This triple threat between Seth
Yeah.
Rollins, CM Punk, and Roman Reigns is not. Now, the match
Yellow truck,
itself
CM Punk.
was really good, I thought. The match itself, the spots were really good.
Yeah.
Um, Everything leading up to the big finish. Now, the big finish is what everyone wants to hear about. As Paul looks like he's got to have to make a decision between Roman Reigns and CM Punk and who he's going to hand this chair to. Who's he going to hand the chair to? Right? Seth's down on the ground. Now's the time to capitalize. He gives it to CM Punk. Roman can't believe this. How could you betray me? You know? But then
Mm.
Paul gets down on his knees. Boom, low blow to CM Punk. Takes out Punk. Roman's like, hell yeah, dude. That's my guy. There's my little bald wise man. Come over here and give me a smooch. And then Paul waddles over there, gives Roman the chair. Roman rears the chair back as Seth Rollins is now coming to his feet. And he's like, dude, I'm going to get some revenge for those Shield days. For you turning on us, I'm going to hit you the exact same way. And Paul drops to his knees and he sticks his arm in between Roman's legs and he jiggles his arm back and forth so hard that Roman may be out for months, okay? He rattled this man's nutsack
Oh
so
yeah.
hard.
He rattled
You
it so
know?
hard that Rock felt it.
Yeah. Like the whole
Yeah.
bloodline. Like I'm pretty sure like the bloodline's testicles, everybody kind of, yeah,
And that's the power of the Fulagala.
yeah.
Isn't that what it's called?
The Fulagala. All right, RTS, AJB, what's up? Paul says he.
I did think
Yeah, go
this
ahead.
match was full of just finishers and reverses, and then
Yeah,
finishers and reverses, which I don't like, but I get it. You got to pad it out.
yeah, you gotta pad it out. It's I thought it
I also
did
don't
get
like
a little
it's
quick.
not as bad as when they're doing blow for blow. That's the worst for me. I can't stand when they're just both punching each other in the face.
Oh yeah, they're doing the Kevin Owens Sami Zayn classic.
I hate that. It's like the cheesiest thing.
Yeah, I get it. It's necessary sometimes, but I do get it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes, but I don't want to see it for like more than 5 seconds.
yeah. The this ending though with Roman after he takes the jiggly arm from Paul in between his nutsack
Mm.
there.
The old
He
jiggle arm,
yeah,
the old
that's
slot
Paul's
machine.
finisher. That's Paul's finisher. The old slot machine
He,
jiggle arm. Yeah,
he hit him like a Vegas slot.
yeah. He does that, and Paul goes over to Seth and hands Seth the chair, dude. And Seth just starts
No, no,
laughing.
no. He
Right?
hands CM Punk. No, what does he do?
Yeah.
He first hands CM Punk the chair, then he nutshot CM Punk.
Yeah, I already went over that.
Then, oh, okay. I don't think you said that part yet. I
Yes, I
thought you were just
did.
talking about Roman.
No,
Oh, okay, okay.
I went
Yeah,
over
you
the whole
got it.
thing.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah, I talked about where Paul grabbed the chair. He came in and gave it to Punk, and then he hit him in the balls, and then he went over to Roman. Yeah, Paul made his way to Seth Rollins pretty much, and then handed Seth the goods and said, I'm your brand new baby Paul Heyman. Do what you will with
Mhm.
me. You know,
I'm your shining baby boy.
I'm your new shining baby Paul Heyman. And Seth, we didn't know where it was go from here yet. We'll get there. Um, yeah, this was a fantastic ending. Seth standing tall as the new Paul Heyman guy, essentially, because they did leave together. So I was like, oh, okay, I guess yeah, they're in cahoots here.
Yeah. The
I was
first
thinking
new
that they
Paul.
wouldn't be, but I thought that maybe Paul would help him, like kind of like how you predicted on the prediction show. You said that Paul would like hold Roman's, hold both their feet from, or hold Roman's foot from him pinning.
CM Punk and then
Yeah,
Seth will get it. Yeah, that's
yeah,
what
yeah,
I
yeah.
said would happen. It was similar to that.
A
This was
little
a better
bit.
ending.
This was better than that. Yeah, this was much better. He went with him, and I was curious to see where it went from there. And then we went into night two.
Now, this says night two starts off with Cody and John, and it definitely didn't.
No, no, I got the order here. I found it eventually. So
Was it
Um,
Io Sky, Bianca Belair, and Rhea Ripley
yeah.
first?
Paul said I didn't like it. I thought it was uncomfortable for me. What was?
That's not. He was talking about the Charlotte match.
Oh, probably Paul. I just now I'm seeing it. My apologies. Paul
Yeah,
Heyman. Paul
it's a
Heyman
comment
giving
from like
low
5 minutes
blows like
ago.
he's Paul Heyman giving low blows like he's ringing a bell. Yeah, like he just left Long John Silver's. Like that's funny.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, Io Sky,
Io
Rhea
Sky.
Ripley, Bianca Belair, kicking off night two. What a way to kick off night two. And I'm gonna go ahead and say it. This was my favorite match of WrestleMania. This was the best match.
Yeah, this was a good match.
No, it was really good. It was really good. Really
So I
great
said, so it was a
finish.
good match.
A little bit tainted later on in the night when they did the exact same finish for the Intercontinental title match, but this was a very good match. Io Sky coming out on top, which I did not predict. Again, this is funny that this is my favorite match, and I liked it so much. I just liked all the spots. I thought all the spots were good. It flowed good. No one fucked up, dude. This thing was smooth. Like all three women in this match were smooth. And I didn't expect Io to win. I picked Bianca because I thought that the storyline fit better with Bianca winning the title and Jade and Naomi getting involved. But I was completely wrong, and Io Sky came out on top after taking them both out, essentially with one move there at the end, off the top rope. So good on Io. Great match. Did you like it?
Oh yeah, yeah, it was a good match.
Doctor Who
Sorry,
says
I'm
5 star. Doctor Who says 5 star.
oh
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, and Paul said great match. Yes, absolutely. Five
Awesome,
stars for me. We haven't been given stars, but 5 stars. 5 bags of popcorn, 2 sodas from me.
I'll give it a 5 stars on that. This is the first 5 star match of the whole Mania. No, the one before was 5 stars too. Yeah, the drama was 5 stars. Maybe the match itself wasn't. The
Okay.
theatrics.
Well, I thought the match itself was. I thought the match itself was the best part of this whole feud. So
Yeah,
this was a great way to kick off WrestleMania. Way better than Jay Gunther night one, opener wise. I would say this was awesome. I thought this could have ended it. Honestly, if you would have switched John Cena, Cody Rhodes with this, I wouldn't have been mad. I wouldn't have been mad. Let's go to the next match on the card, which okay,
Drew
mine.
and Priest.
Yeah, okay, they're not out of order then. I thought, wait, they might be. That was before Paul and Styles. Okay, it doesn't matter. We'll talk about
Oh
Drew
wait,
and
no, it might
Priest.
be Paul Styles. It might be.
It don't matter. We'll talk about
We
Priest and Drew. This
don't
was
have to talk
actually
about
really
Paul
good.
Styles at all.
This was Priest and Drew was really good. I
Yeah,
thought.
the old street fight.
Yeah, I thought it was really good, and I thought Priest was actually going to pull this thing off and win at the end. And I was like, God damn it, I lost another one here. Drew McIntyre getting the win, taking the iconic selfie pictured there in your background. This is a running thing that he's done. He's did this at the last WrestleMania. He like took a like selfie during his match and tweeted it, and he's been doing this. This is like a thing he does.
Maybe
It's
he
like
wants an album.
the Drew McIntyre special. Like you get hit with a selfie, just know you're losing at Mania. You know, no good.
I think
But I liked this match. I thought this match was a little bit underrated. I was kind of shitting on it a little bit in the prediction show, saying that this was going to be maybe a honker burger, from Doug on this match. But this I was completely wrong, and I'll admit it.
speaking of Doug, doesn't Kill Tony remind you of Skeeter?
Kill does Tony Hinchcliffe remind me of Skeeter Valentine?
Yeah.
He reminds me of Skeeter Valentine cosplaying as Roger Klutz.
He's like, hey Doug.
Yeah. Get out of here, funny. Like he's like, and Doug's like, what are you doing, Skeeter? You're not a bully.
I'll say I didn't like the branding on this match. I didn't like that Drew had to come out in a weird cosplay.
Okay, yeah, we can talk about that. The what was it? What video game was it, Dirt?
It was Doom. Doom.
Doom?
I mean, it would have been. Doom, Doom. But I don't
Didn't
even know
The
what
Rock
character.
star in the movie Doom?
Yeah, he did.
Son of a
He was
bitch, dude. He just finds a way to ink his way and,
wow.
spread
Drew
his seed, his
McIntyre.
nasty seed all over the place. The Rock.
Drew
Disgusting.
McIntyre was cosplaying The Rock.
That's disgusting, dude. Drew,
But I
yeah,
feel like
they look cheesy,
Drew
dude.
should have
They look like toys.
Drew, he should have came out wearing the dude's costume, like the whole thing, and then he had he takes the armor off and it's Drew. That
It
would have
looked
been
like a
better.
toy. It looked like he was wearing some sort of toy made for kids. He looked like he was about to star in a Mattel action figure commercial or something. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't like that at all. But the match itself was fine. It made me forget about that until you said something.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think Priest Centers is way better. Didn't he come out with a full band?
yeah,
He
he
came out
had.
with Slayer. He came out with Slayer, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Now, yeah, look at that.
No, I don't think he came out with
No, he
Slayer.
did. It was Slayer,
Because the Doom guy's name is also Slayer.
Doomslayer,
Yeah. Maybe
and
that's the
then
tie-in.
Slayer.
That's it. Okay. They're just being okay.
They're being funny.
Yeah.
They're being cute with it,
This
Um,
also ended in a
Fisher.
tap out, didn't it?
What, this match?
I think this match did. I don't remember how this match ended.
Mm. Sorry, I think
It wasn't a count out.
Oh no, Drew won, pinned him.
Yeah, I know. Oh, he pinned him. Okay,
Yeah,
he pinned him. Because I know there was 2 tap outs in WrestleMania.
you're like your microphone is like making a weird noise. I'm trying to see if it's my volume. Might be a little too high on you.
Okay.
No, you're good now. Shout out to Slayer's Kerry King from Doctor Who. So that must have been who it was. Slayer's Kerry King there. Wasting the talent of Damian Priest. See, I was also in the Priest boat, dude. I mean, I love Drew McIntyre, and I think he deserves, a bunch, and he needs his flowers as well. But Damian's also in that boat, so I thought it was very mean of WWE to pit these two guys that I've been rooting for to against each other. Not very nice.
That's how you get the people going.
And Paul picked Drew. I picked Damian. I mean, I'm not ashamed to admit it. I lost this one. I lost the whole predictions.
I lost the next one only because I switched. I flopped on it.
Yeah.
The next one. We
What,
don't even have to talk about this next
AJ
one.
Styles, Logan Paul. Ugh.
I'm mad at AJ Styles.
Yeah, I
at
want to
this
talk
point.
about this though. This was interesting because this is going to lead into something else I've got down on the docket. And I'll talk about the highlights from this match. This was like your typical Raw match, like you said. They'd been pumping up Logan Paul's finisher that he learned how to
Yeah.
do,
The
and
impulsor or some shit like that.
yeah, the implosion or whatever the hell it's called, and
More like
he,
diarrhea from my ass.
yeah, more like shit fart poop sandwich. I don't even
Yeah.
know what the fuck that move is. Nah, but this match ended with that. But before the match ended, AJ had an opportunity to win this match because one of Logan Paul's friends was trying to sneak in and give him some brass knuckles. And Karrion Kross came in and stopped this friend. And when Karrion Kross's arm came into frame, the crowd went wild. They dude, this guy got a massive pop, and I was like, for Karrion, I was like, okay, like. And I mean, he's been getting over with us here on the show, but I didn't realize that he would get over with the Vegas crowd so big. And then I realized, oh, he's from Las Vegas as well. So that made a lot of sense for them to be popping so hard for Karrion. And not to say that he's not over regardless, because after WrestleMania, all the talk of this match was on him. Just like the build up to this match, all the talk being about Karrion Kross and AJ Styles, not Logan Paul and AJ Styles. All the focus is on him, and now it's looking like it's going to be leading to some sort of Karrion Kross Logan Paul feud, which is interesting because Karrion Kross seems to actually hate Logan Paul. I don't know if you heard the promo dirt that Karrion
Yeah, I
cut.
saw it.
Yeah, where he told the guy in the truck to go fuck himself, and he just pretty much just went all in and said he's Killer Kross now. Pretty much, Killer Kross is back.
Should
I
be
loved
Killer
it.
Croc. Should be an alligator Killer Croc.
All right, Vince, you're gonna dress him. I think Vince did that
I
to
have
him.
it right here. Let's
I
have
think
him
he, I
dress
think
up
he
as an
addressed
alligator.
it.
Yeah.
I think
Do
he
you remember
addressed
the
it.
Funkadactyls? Who was with the Funkadactyls that came out as the actual dinosaur?
That was Brodus Clay,
It
dude. I
was like
talked about him earlier.
yeah,
Yeah.
Brodus Clay. Oh my God, Brodus Clay used to have to dress up as a
Well,
damn
dude, Karrion
T-Rex.
Kross used to have to. You probably don't remember, but when Karrion Kross first got called up, Vince McMahon put him in like a Bane mask. He put him in like a Bane mask, and Karrion addressed it in this promo. He was like, "Oh, I'm going to wrestle you," like like whatever the fuck he said. Like it was good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff from Karrion. Carried this whole feud. Not sure why he wasn't involved in the match more than just his arm stopping some brass knucks. He tried to get AJ to use these brass knucks. AJ said, "No, I can't. I'm a good guy, remember?" And he lost the match
AJ is
to Logan
also
Paul.
a huge jobber.
Yeah, Paul
Like,
hated this match. Paul hates all Pauls. He doesn't. He's not a fan of other Pauls, especially Logan Pauls. So AJ Styles is a soldier in the business. Killer Kross is the wild card of 2025.
I'm
I can see
pissed
that.
off at AJ.
I can see that,
AJ
Doctor.
coulda- I just don't like AJ Styles.
I love
Get him out of
AJ
my
Styles.
sight.
Are you kidding me?
Get him out of my sight.
I
When he
love
was-
AJ.
I'm just
I
kidding.
love him, dude. AJ Samoa Joe. Remember when Samoa Joe was messing with his mailbox, man?
Remember when he was feuding with Shinsuke Nakamura and he would just go, AJ Styles.
Yeah, I do. And I was like, why are you doing this shit? Making it too easy. Why would you do that?
He was doing it on purpose.
I know.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, I
Okay,
don't
okay.
speak English. Yeah. I was like, God, shit. You're crazy. That was the funniest shit ever was.
No, I still think Shin with the guitar is pretty funny because he's like super serious about being like Prince and he just looks hilarious.
He's being Michael Jackson.
Yeah, well, he's got the guitar, and that's Prince.
What guitar?
Doesn't Shinsuke have a whole like guitar solo entrance?
What are you talking? Yeah, but he doesn't play a guitar.
No, he doesn't play a guitar. Does he have somebody playing a guitar with him? I
No.
swear to God.
I mean, he did for like WrestleManias. He's had people do violins, and I think he may have had a guitar.
I don't know. Swear there was like a whole run where he had a guitar involved with his entrance.
Yeah, you're just confusing him with Elias now. Like,
No, I hate Elias. I hate acoustic guitars. Everybody loved that shit, and that's right when I stopped watching wrestling. I was
It's
like,
like-
I'm out of here.
there's like
I remember now.
nobody
Elias
loved
is the
that
reason-
shit, dude. Nobody loved that shit.
Everybody was eating that shit up, and that's the reason I stopped watching. I remember it now.
I just love that you're
Elias.
like, I hate Elias because he has an acoustic guitar.
Can't fucking
If
stand
he had
it.
an electric, I'd be like,
Yeah, I mean, it'd be one thing if he was just doing sick ass solos and not singing sad ass fucking weird music.
yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, if it wasn't a damn hippie piece of shit.
Some weird ass freaking Charles Manson wannabe.
Acoustic guitar. I'm out. I'm not watching it anymore.
As soon as I see an acoustic guitar,
I've
I walk
had
the
it.
other way. I walk the opposite direction.
Yeah, there used to be a guy in my
Wow.
high school who would sit in the hallways and like play Wonderwall by Oasis and shit to try to like get girls' attention, I guess.
You're my Wonderwall.
And there was like one girl I think that eventually like walked by and was like,
Maybe.
"He's cute."
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, and now they have like 6 kids and they're in debt and he's a plumber.
You're my Wonderwall. You ever think when he's taking apart the wall, he thinks back to that?
I mean,
He's
good
like,
on him.
shit.
I mean,
Yeah.
whenever he's like crawling through some dusty old drywall in a basement,
Yeah.
that song starts playing. Yeah.
And I wonder why.
Damn, Doctor Who is calling you out for not walking with Elias, dude. You don't walk with Elias, dude? You don't walk with acoustic guitars?
No, I'm out.
You don't like Taylor
I wa-
brand guitars?
I want to smash that guitar
You
over
don't like Jeff
Elias's
Jarrett?
stupid head.
He has like an acoustic guitar.
No, I'm out. I'm out on acoustics.
Okay, no acoustics. All right, moving
Real
on.
instruments only.
Moving on. Let's go to the
Dominic
tag.
Mysterio.
No, I'm gonna go to the match that I don't think really belonged here.
What the Liv Morgan,
No,
Raquel?
not
Which
no.
one?
Well, see, look, you can't even think of it because it's so inconspicuous and unneeded.
Joe Hendry, Randy Orton. That
No.
definitely belongs. There's no
Again,
other match.
yes, there is.
The Dominic Mysterio, Braun Breaker, Penta. Finn
There's a
Balor
match. There's a match that hasn't even happened yet that should be here.
I don't know what you're talking. You're speaking like I'm gotta cross a bridge and find out a riddle.
Well, you're guessing, and I didn't kind of want you to guess, but I was gonna,
okay.
you know, no, the what I'm getting to is there's a match that should have been on this card here. I thought it would have been perfect right here in this spot, and that's this SmackDown Tag Team Titles. They're going to be having a ladder match, a TLC match on SmackDown, and hold on, hear me out. This New Day feud is so fucking cold. It's cold.
Yeah.
And
what can
that
make
match
it even
sucked.
worse is a ladder match.
Well, no, you get rid of it. It didn't need to be on the card. You could have put that New Day match on Raw this past week, and you could have gave this WrestleMania spot to the people who've actually been carrying the tag team division in the Motor City Machine Guns, the Street Profits, and all the tag teams over on SmackDown who've actually been doing something with their airtime. Not the New Day, who have barely been shown, and when they are shown, it's just mediocre madness.
It really shows you Big E carried the whole thing.
You're not wrong. I mean, you're really
The other
not wrong.
The other two were just sidekicks. They just kind of yes-anded the whole thing. But Big E was just,
He was, yeah. He was
I mean-
sprawled in the corner, just the.
Dude, who would think to do that? Big E Langston, man. Just sprawl out and make that your taunt.
Rizky says New Day sucks. Yeah, without Big E, they do. Absolutely.
Yeah, bring back Big E.
Bring
They
it
should
back.
have Big E feud with the two of them.
Yeah, no, I thought this would have been a
That
good
would make
spot
it interesting.
for that match, and it is coming up. It hasn't happened yet. It's going to be on SmackDown this Friday. So I'll be interested to see who wins between that match. It's Tommaso Ciampa and Gargano versus the Street Profits and Motor City Machine Guns. TLC ladder match. Should be awesome. Sounds like a Mania match. I don't know why it wasn't on the card. No respect for up, up, down, down. Absolutely not. No respect for up, up, down, down. Freaking Xavier Woods. That naughty boy. Let's get into the next match. Our next match was Randy Orton versus To Be Determined.
Now, this was a classic WrestleMania match. There was mystery, there was allure, there was antics, there was a clear good guy and bad guy.
Okay, yes.
Classic match.
Well,
also no
I don't think there was a
stakes.
clear good guy and bad guy. I think these were two good guys. This is the crowd like
Yeah,
both these
well,
guys.
I think we're witnessing Randy Orton slip back into his
I don't think so.
psychopath stuff.
I think he's the good.
I
I
don't
think.
know.
I think after Monday
He-
Night Raw, he's
he
even more of a good guy.
RKO'd
Dirt.
He RKO'd Joe Hendry, and then he RKO'd John Cena
Yeah, yeah.
in the last 2 days.
Yeah, he
That's
RKO'd
like
the biggest
major
heel in the
heel
company. This
I
month.
don't know. Who was also like 2 weeks ago the biggest baby face.
Dirt, he's getting cheered like crazy. That makes you a babyface, my friend.
I hate that rule.
No, that's
I
a
feel
rule.
like heel. I feel like
He's not acting like a
that-
heel.
he is kind of.
No.
He's like sneaking up into matches and
He's always
doing,
snuck up and RKO'd
Villainous.
people. And he's only snuck up this one time on John Cena, who was claiming that, he could take anybody on, yada, yada, yada. There's no one on his level. Randy's still on the
he's
roster,
the
pal.
last real champion.
Mhm.
Yeah, Randy's gonna win that one, baby.
But Joe Hendry was a fantastic surprise, I thought. I thought
I
it was
believe
a
in Joe
good pick.
Hendry.
Yeah, I like him. I like Joe Hendry. I like his. I've always been a fan
I
of him
feel like
since I was a big
he's like a.
WCPW guy. So
This is my first exposure to him, and he reminds me of Bo Dallas.
okay, yeah, I can see that, especially the entrance and
Just the smiling.
yeah, the smiling. Okay, I can see that. I can see where you pick up on that. I've never really put that together, but I definitely can see it now. It totally makes sense. But yeah, this was what it was. Joe Hendry got his pops. He got a little bit more of a match in than I thought he would, actually. I thought Randy was about to RKO his ass as soon as he walked out there. I was like, damn, they're really going to do the TNA World Champion this dirty, and Randy's just going to fucking squash him in 2 seconds. But he got more offense in than I thought. He did a fall-away slam on Randy. Randy's a big, beefy boy, too, so that's a hard move to do on someone so heavy. And, yeah, but if you believe in Joe Hendry, it's possible. And Joe Hendry took the RKO out of nowhere after doing his famous Joe Hendry pose. And then Randy gave him a second one for good measure, just because it was fun. And Joe Hendry was okay with it, too. You know, I mean, he wrestled Randy Orton at WrestleMania. I'm sure he's thrilled. I'm sure TNA's thrilled. The only thing wrong with the match was that Randy Orton didn't have a mustache. So,
And that's what's wrong with Randy Orton these days. The second he gets that mustache back, we're getting villain Randy back. I saw a TikTok earlier today that said my 4-year-old has been watching wrestling lately, and he only knows John Cena as a heel and Randy Orton as a face. And I was like, holy shit.
Paul says that he's got to go to bed. He's way too tired, and he's got to go. That's all right, Paul. You've had a long week. I remember you telling me about the busyness you had coming up in your life there. So have a
You
good
see this
night,
one?
and
I
we'll see you next time,
believe
man. See you
I
Friday.
believe in Joe Hendry.
Oh, yeah, that makes a little bit of sense, doesn't it? I never even put that together.
I believe in Joe Hendry. I like that. They
Bo
should get
Leave
those
and-
two
I never
guys
put that together.
Let's get them together.
I would, dude. No offense to the Wyatt Six lovers, and if my brother was back here tonight, which he will be tomorrow night, but if he's back here tonight, he'd be pissed I'd be saying this. Bo Dallas is way better than whatever the fuck this Wyatt Six shit is. So
Mm-hmm.
bring back Smiley Bo Dallas.
You just have to believe.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff. All right, we're almost done with it here. Next up is our Intercontinental Championship Fatal 4-Way match. Braun Breaker, the champion, versus Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, and Penta.
And
So, yeah, this match was awesome, actually. This match was really good. I was enjoying every second of it. I was... everybody seemed like they had a shot to win at a certain point. Oh, yeah. Everybody seemed like they had a shot to win at a certain point. Even Finn, the odd man out, had a few moments where I was like, oh, shit. Are they going to give it to Finn here? Especially when he lined up for that coup de grace at the very end. I was like, oh, no. He's going for his move. I was like, fuck. And Dominic's all the way on the outside. I was like, he's toast.
he's over.
But Dominic got to the top rope just in time. And like I said, this was actually the exact same finish as the Io Sky match. Io Sky came from the top rope, hitting her move, breaking up the two and taking the pin on one, and that's exactly what Dominic did here as well. It worked. It didn't matter, but I definitely noticed it. It was like, oh, that's the same finish. But Dom won, and my. I know we're not covering the match in full and all the spots, but you saw it. You watched it. I'm just telling you what we think of it. This ovation for Dominic Mysterio was a little unexpected for me. I didn't think he was as over as this. This was...
wow. Everybody flipped on Dom the same time I flipped on Dom.
Yeah, they did.
Had...
Yeah, they did. You're right, because you were a Dominic hater, and I was trying to tell you, like, no, he's good at what he does. He's good at being this character when it's working. And he comes out here, and when he wins this match, dude, this crowd went crazy to the point to where Dominic did an impromptu run back to the ring past Finn Balor, who was like, what the hell, dude? Like, what are you running back to the ring for? And then Dominic went and celebrated some more. as they went to a commercial to get ready for the next match. But yeah, this was the right call. The crowd loves Dom. Maybe they'll cheer him enough now to drown him out instead of boo him. That'd be nice. Any special notes on this match, Stuart? You got?
A lot of cheating still.
It fits. I saw someone take Dominic's entrance from WrestleMania, and they put it to Eddie's old music, like perfectly, and it works so good.
Did Dom come out in a car?
No, they had
No,
other
that was
people come
LA
out.
Knight.
LA Knight.
LA
yeah.
Knight and Charlotte came out in cars,
Yeah.
which, okay,
Speaking of which, Paul. Oh yeah, don't forget, guys, like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications, and come here Monday and Friday for Raw and for SmackDown. And then I believe, of course, the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship is next. Do you want to get into that one? Liv Morgan,
Yeah.
Raquel Rodriguez, the champions, and Lyra Valkyria, and to be determined.
Becky Lynch.
I thought it was going to be Joe Hendry again. I thought.
Yeah, he's gonna come out.
I thought Karrion Kross was going to get his due, and he was finally going to. No, yeah, this was Becky Lynch, who was replacing a quote-unquote injured Bayley. Bayley not actually injured.
Kayfabe injured.
Kayfabe injured, being pushed out of the way by Big Hulk Hogan Bayley. I mean, Big Hulk Hogan Becky. Who's
I like Big Hulk Hogan Bailey.
I wish that was the case, but it's not. It's Becky who's the Big Hulk Hogan, pushing her weight around, saying, no. We're both Irish. We got to go win the tag titles. Oh, that's what she said probably. And
Just
yeah.
burn it down.
This match, just in comparison, we had another Raw tag team title match this past Monday night, and Becky and Lyra Valkyria lost the titles. They just won at WrestleMania. Back to Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez in a way better match than they had at WrestleMania. Way better. This match, not just because of the outcome of it, but the match itself was way better. This match at WrestleMania was probably the worst match out of the run that Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez have been on. All their other matches, like against Damage Control and whoever else, dude, have blown this out of the water. So rightfully so, Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria lose the following Raw. I'm just talking about this now because it works. It ties in. Becky Lynch immediately turns heel after losing the titles on Lyra Valkyria, beats up the Bird Woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I like that. You know, I can't stand Lyra Valkyria. This woman and her gimmick, her stupid bird gimmick, she's leaving feathers all over the ring. There's feathers all in her hair. There's just feathers flying out all over the place. It's distracting me because I'm just pissed off about the feathers, and I don't get what she's gonna do.
You sound like Dennis.
Well, I mean, I am becoming unhinged because of the feathers. I don't like that. It's too much. There's feathers everywhere, and it seems like a lot to clean up. I think Charles Robinson was maybe refereeing this match, and he's probably gonna have to pick up those feathers, and that's not fair to him. You know, and also I just don't like the bird gimmick. I don't like the forced audience participation. I've been vocal about that. I think maybe
the man is the next Paul Heyman guy.
I think that's possible. I think that is possible. But I don't know. I'm just glad that we didn't get to the point of Becky Lynch also dressing up as a bird and them coming out as the
been hilarious.
the bird ladies, and
I'm a peacock.
Yeah, they harpoon. What do you call it? They come to the ring on zip lines and they shit on the audience as they come down, like
just white bird poop. Shit
white
everywhere.
bird poop all over the crowd. Yeah, god awful shit. I thought this turn was stupid. I thought it was unneeded. I thought it was really fast, and I thought it was really forced.
Yeah,
I
it's
also
forced
think
because
that
it's gonna tie in months later, but it's forced right now. It'll
yeah,
make sense later.
I
It'll make
know
sense later.
I know it'll make sense later, but we need some improvement on believe it or not Becky's part here because some of these punches Becky was throwing on Lyra Valkyria, they were the worst punches I've ever seen. I've seen Shane McMahon throw punches, and
Whoa, whoa,
these were
whoa,
worse
whoa,
than
whoa.
that. These were worse than that. These were terrible, god awful punches. It looked like Becky Lynch was I don't know, dude. She was like punching backwards in a sense. Like it didn't look like she was hitting anything. It looked like something was hitting her fist and throwing it in the opposite direction. What the hell is going on with these god awful worked punches? Work on that, Becky. Work on that. You should be better than that. Also, just like I don't know, the scrunched up, oh mad face from Becky is so unbelievable for me.
I'm
Yeah, oh, I'm
pissed.
the man. Oh, I'm the man.
Oh, oh,
No,
you
there's
probably
the
think you're the
dude. She
man.
was doing a fucking Conor McGregor impression for years, walking around after Nia Jax broke her fucking nose. She needs to tone that shit down a little bit. Maybe find something a little bit new. Don't go back to that. Nobody wants that. So maybe the best move is to get her involved with Paul Heyman and Seth
Or,
Rollins. Maybe
or,
she start
or
wearing funny
get some
Crocs and
feathers
stuff.
on her. Get some feathers on her. Let's make her a bird lady.
God, no, no, she's done there. She already closed that book.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She could
Maserati. Big Time Bex is now managed by Paul Heyman. Oh man, God, don't bring back Big Time Bex either. Jesus, man, remember that little floating animation that they used to do, like Becky's head, like with her glasses, and she's like, Big
Oh,
Time
I'm big Tom.
Bex.
Oh, I'm Big Tom Biggs.
Oh, I'm Big Time Bex. Like I don't know. You also have her out there just like beating the ass of this woman who's like clearly got like 80 pounds on her. Like I'm not buying it. I don't know. Just a something of that. I don't know. Becky just is not pulling it off for me, in a sense.
I
I
liked
don't know.
Becky Lynch when she was like an Irish stereotype. Remember that?
Yeah, that was bad
She would
too.
just come out. She would just come out dressed as a leprechaun every match.
Yeah, and she would like wear clogs and do river dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'd be like, "Oh, look at me pot of gold."
Oh, when the man comes around, you do a little clog dancing. Oh, wee bit of potato. All right. She's a mother, for God's sakes.
Oh my god,
Yeah, I know. That's how she's out there
dude,
acting.
that's Seth Rollins' child.
You know, we need her acting like a wrestler, dude. She's out there acting like she's got a 3-year-old at home. You know? Which I'm sure, you know, I don't know. That's what I felt. I feel like it's this Becky the mom out there playing a heel character. Kind of like how you feel
Mm.
about John Cena. I feel like scrunched up mad face Becky is forced. It's forced.
Yep, 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 yep. Speaking of which, that's the last match.
No, it's not. We have the undisputed WWE Championship, John Cena versus Cody Rhodes, capping off
That's what I was just saying.
WrestleMania 41.
A snooze of a match.
It was. It was boring. It was slow. It was methodical. For some reason, we had Travis Scott's boring poser ass walking out with his replica title, interrupting this match. John Cena laughing hysterically like this was some big deal that this 80-pound Cyclops man is walking out here.
Okay. Did you see The Rock on Pat McAfee?
Yeah, I saw him on McAfee Virus Protection. Yeah.
Yeah. He was like, I just wanted to step back and give them the space to do their whole thing. Well, then why did you have
Oh
Travis
my
Scott go out
God.
there?
Yeah. Why? God.
Why is Travis Scott out there?
In the words of The Rock, take those words, shine them up real good, shove it sideways, and stick it right up your candy ass, Rock.
Listen, the only time we ever wanted The Rock to ruin WrestleMania was at this
No,
WrestleMania.
no, not at all. I'm not in that boat where people are like, we wanted The Rock to show up. I am not in that boat. I don't want him to show up, but I also don't want him to go on to shows and say that he had to do this because he wanted the focus. He had to do this
No,
because he
no.
wanted that. It makes it seem like Triple H can't cut the mustard, which
I'll
Triple
tell you
H
what
did
happened.
not thank The Rock in his Hall of Fame speech. By the way, there's some bad blood here that's
I'll
under
tell you
wraps,
what
and
happened.
we got to figure that out.
The Rock went on NXT, stuttered his way through the entire thing, and then he probably said some dumb shit about WrestleMania where he's gonna come out and people's elbow everybody, and Triple H is like, no, we're not gonna have that, and then they just were like, we're just not gonna have you in WrestleMania. They kicked him out. I guarantee.
I don't think so.
I guarantee you, he didn't kick himself out. They kicked him out.
Oh no, The Rock. No, the Rock kicked himself out.
Yeah, because he's like an idiot, and he
They had
wants like
shirts
too much.
made, Dirt. They had shirts made that said The Rock has come back to Vegas, and they were selling them in the store at WrestleMania.
Yeah, yeah. I just think The Rock ruined it for himself. I think he had his hand too deep in the cookie pot.
I think so
He didn't
too.
want to be. He didn't want to be John Cena's side character. He wanted to be like the final
Now,
boss.
I also got an issue with just since you're talking about it, The Rock going on to Pat McAfee's show in general. I'm getting a little bit tired of as soon as these things happen, the big bosses in charge like Triple H or The Rock going on these press scrums or these podcasts and just immediately exposing everything. Oh, we were backstage.
Yeah.
It's fucking annoying, dude. It's
I
so
feel like
annoying.
Dominic Mysterio is the only person in the company who cares about kayfabe.
Yeah, well, kayfabe's dead. Like we know it's dead. Like, but
Yeah, but
you
Triple
don't have
H
to
is
rub
out
it in
here.
our face that
Triple
it's
H is
fake all
out
the
here
time. That's
week
fucking
after
annoying.
week. He's just like Triple H is like, here's the script. You want to read it with me?
Oh, I know. They're getting ready to have some new Netflix documentary where they're going straight behind the scenes. They're showing you the whiteboard that they're writing WrestleMania on and fucking everything. And I'm just like, yo, I don't know. I've heard, many people say this before. Like, you know, when I was growing up, that's so annoying to hear that. But when I was growing up, I mean, it's just not that, if I would have saw that, it would have kind of killed some of it for me. Seeing it right away like that, you have to have that moment in your life when you're growing up that that you could become devastated that it's not real. You slowly start to figure it out.
Wrestling's not real? Then
Oh,
explain
shit.
to me. Then explain to me how Kane came from the pits of hell through the middle of a ring.
Well, see, there are
Or his way
unexplainable
through.
happenings. There are unexplainable happenings, Dirt.
Ultragism.
It's still real to me, damn it. Sounds like
Explain
someone
how-
has some Dwayne Johnson derangement syndrome. I don't have derangement, dude.
No, I think he's saying The Rock has derangement syndrome.
Oh, The Rock has derangement. Wait, he's got his own derangement syndrome? Oh, wait. Oh, I
He
got
would.
it.
He would
Okay.
have his own derangement syndrome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he
The
probably
treatment
does.
is
He's
bad.
probably got fumes from all the. It's the fumes
Gatorade
from.
bottles.
It's all the
The
Gatorade,
Gatorade bottles
and
off
Voss
dressing.
bottles filled with piss lying around his room that his assistant has forgotten to clean up.
All I'm saying is this: he should have came in and ended this part of the storyline, and then John can do his last 27 matches and lose to Randy Orton.
True. We should have
inevitably.
capped it off so it's not inevitable because now I saw you said he was on Pat's show going. Oh, it can still come back. It can still come back, dude. I swear to God, Rock, piss the fuck off, dude. We're done. We're done. Go work on your shampoo line at Target. Go make another shitty movie where you're in the jungle. Go make I don't know. Go bake a cake with Mary Berry on the Great British Baking Show. I don't give a shit what you do. Stay out of the eye. Yeah, you don't need to be in the eye, dude. We don't care. You're old as dirt. You may not look like it because you're all roided up and juiced. But, and John's trying to go in that route now with his hair transplant. I saw that we teased him too much and he got a hair transplant, so
Well,
he didn't like being teased.
that's all right.
Well, now he can tease his hair and be a scene kid.
Well, he should get long hair, like Undertaker hair.
John Cena gets a hair transplant, immediately grows long hair. That'd be hilarious.
Mm-hmm. And a beard.
Like that. But yeah, this match, dude, Cody lost after taking a belt to the head. There was a spot in this match where John removed the turnbuckle, and
I saw that.
yeah, and he hit Cody's head in the middle. I thought right here and there, I was like, this should be the finish. I said,
No.
well, hold on. I said John should pick him back up, because the ref was down. John should pick him back up and hit his head into that turnbuckle as many times as he can. I want to see a bloody Cody Rhodes. I was like, John's
That's true.
John's a
That's
heel.
true.
Bust
But
him
I think
open.
the
Just
ending.
keep going, dude. John just keeps going. It's like ridiculous, and then, to the point to where it's like, Jesus Christ, John. And then Cody's laying there bleeding, and John takes the pin. No one's complaining about that shit. No one. Even if Travis Scott comes out, no one's complaining because John Cena just beat the fuck out of Cody Rhodes. But instead, Cody Rhodes takes one belt to the head
Who
after
came out to defend Cody? I forgot.
fucking no one, right?
No, someone came out to give him the belt and be like, bash him in the head with it.
No.
I
Did
think,
they? Or am I
I think
mistaken?
so. I think somebody came out because the ending of the match, I'm pretty sure, is Cody getting handed the belt and they're like, hit him in the head with it,
No, he
and
didn't
Cody
get
going,
handed it. It
no.
was just in. It was just in the ring already. John was gonna hit him with it, and it got knocked out of John's hands. Yeah.
Looking it up.
Yeah. There's no one else coming out. I don't think so. It's not how I remember it. I remember it just being in the ring and Cody picking it up. And him being like, I can hit John with it right now because the ref's down. And then he doesn't do it and he gets kicked right in the dick by John. Dude, you know what? Triple H loves these balls, and he loves balls, dude. He loves weenies.
Triple H loves balls.
Triple H loves weenies.
Dude, ever since Suck It.
You ever seen remember Finn Balor's old entrance?
Yeah, they would just like upskirt his trunks.
Yeah, it's right there on screen right now. You can see it for yourself. Well, on the YouTube, you can see it.
I'm going to have to wait about 10 seconds. My phone's about to die.
Oh, yeah. But yeah.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
That's how they went off the air, with John Cena holding the belt, Travis Scott standing there without his sunglasses. I thought that was funny. John accidentally knocked his sunglasses off, and Travis Scott's Cyclops-looking ass is just standing there.
Yeah.
Getting no reaction. If you have Travis Scott come out there by himself, I see Triple H saying that Travis Scott is a Bad Bunny type. Triple H, get your head out of your ass. This man is no Bad Bunny. Okay?
Triple H is a 55-year-old man.
Yeah, he knows nothing. Triple H is like, yeah, Travis Scott's cool, right? You guys see me on that YouTube video buying sneakers at the sneaker store? I got shoe game. Shut the fuck up, you old man.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Get out of here, old man.
Shut up your Oxfords, Paul Levesque.
Yeah, dude. Go put on a pair of white New Balances with some grass stains and be quiet. Okay? That's what we need from you. Okay? Just book some good wrestling matches and leave us alone. Triple H and The Rock. Now, they need to induct The Rock in the Hall of Fame, then they can both fuck off. Okay? You guys are both bald frauds who need to fuck off.
Yeah, the Undertaker
Just book
fucked
some
right
good
off.
wrestling. Just book some good wrestling and I'll have no issue.
I'll book some good wrestling for you. I got a 365-day plan
Oh
for
my
wrestling
God.
right now.
A 365-day plan. I don't know if we can cover that.
No, it's a quick plan.
That's 365 days. That's a
All
long
right,
time.
my plan involves Paul Heyman's faction, which consists of right now Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. Nobody
Yeah.
else right now, but I think in the next couple weeks, Finn Balor is gonna flop and go over that side, and it's gonna start a company-wide Civil War Judgment Day versus
Civil War? Oh no.
versus Evolution 2.0, because that's what everybody's saying. They're saying this is the new Evolution.
Yeah.
And by the time WrestleMania 42 happens, everybody's going to be on one side or the other. One side or the other. It's just going to be Evolution versus Judgment Day.
We'll see. I don't think so.
And it's going to be
Um,
Paul Heyman versus Dom. They're going to be calling all the shots. Both of them are going to be the shot callers.
I don't think
They're the
so.
shot callers.
I don't like this anymore. I liked it for a second. Now I don't. Paul Heyman and Dom are the stars of the shows. I don't think so.
They're the shot callers. They're the
Not when
ones
you have
making
a star
all the
like El
moves.
Grande Americano, you could just thrust it there. Who's he? Who's he?
El
Well,
Grande,
he's joining
he's
the
going.
Judgment Day.
No, no, no. El Grande would go straight to Paul Heyman. He's a Paul Heyman guy. I could put everybody in one or the other right now. Name somebody. I'll tell you where they'd fall in this feud.
Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes, he's going Judgment Day.
We're getting goth Cody. Yeah.
Yeah, he would go right back to Stardust. Cody, he would have to like.
They already sell his shirt in Hot Topic.
Yeah, listen, Cody Rhodes. Everybody in Judgment Day would be subordinate to Dom, so Dom would make him go back to being Stardust.
Wasn't Randy Orton in Evolution? Yes, he was. Randy Orton's still on the roster. So
Randy Orton would go back to Evolution 2, and he would
Bro,
fill the
Randy
role
Orton's gonna
of Randy Orton.
if they make an Evolution 2, he's gonna RKO every single one of them. They're toast.
No, he would join he would be the Ric Flair of Evolution 2.
No, dude, no, that'd be Paul. Paul.
Paul,
If
Paul is the Ric
it's
Flair.
going off that group, it'd be Paul, and they would only need one more. And
Yeah, Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch is the
Randy.
Braun Breaker's the Batista.
Braun's
Yeah.
the Batista, because I could already see them as soon as the
They also do like the
let's
whole
just get into
animal
Raw, I
thing.
guess. Yeah,
They also like they
since-
both do that.
since Braun's doing the whole Seth
animal?
Paul thing, I could immediately when Braun hit the spear on Monday Night Raw and they revealed that he was with them, which I thought was a fantastic reveal, by the way. I thought that was really well done. I thought that, man, I can see this happening already. I immediately thought, like everyone did, Evolution 2.0. But I thought mainly the storyline with Batista and Triple H, like you were just saying, that Batista or Seth winning the belt. And what I think is, I thought of this immediately and was like, Seth's going to win the belt from Jey Uso. Seth's going to win the belt from Jey Uso.
They're going to go after every belt. They're going to go after tag belts eventually.
And Braun Breaker's eventually going to want to crack at that belt. But he's going to be the reason Seth is going to hold on to it. You know, he's going to be the reason Seth holds on to that thing for a while.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
And
1,000 days of Seth.
Yeah, and then Braun will be like, I want to crack at it, and Seth will just keep finding ways to screw Braun over out of actually wrestling him.
Seth is about to be champion for 3 years straight.
And then Braun will win it. Braun will win it after a few months of Seth, making Braun miserable.
Yeah, this is a shaky faction. Everybody in this faction is a turncoat, traitor, snake in the grass.
Yeah, I don't know what they're thinking. Paul Heyman, Seth Rollins, everybody has stabbed everyone in the back of this faction. Braun Breaker just spears everyone. Like, yeah, well, you're right. What is this faction?
Who's another snake in the grass that they could add? The Miz?
Oh, yeah, The Miz.
Just like another shady person that nobody trusts.
Ooh, well, Doctor Who has a suggestion down there. Rusev.
Oh, Rusev. It was Rusev Day the other day.
He could be you could be the muscle.
Well, that's already Braun. Braun's already the Batista.
Yeah, but I mean, if you want to protect them both, I don't know.
Oh, just double Batista. It also doesn't have to be a complete copy of the old Evolution.
No, not at all.
It just has to be established dudes going after everybody.
Yeah, but there was a match here
with a high roller manager.
In Paul Heyman, yeah.
Yeah.
But Doctor Who, I will answer your question here about Rusev. I thought Rusev looked fantastic. He's in the best shape I've ever seen him in. Like everyone's been saying, he looked cut and trim, and like Dirt said, it indeed was Rusev Day once again. I actually didn't hate the AI generated dog shit music they gave him. It was a decent version of the AI generated dog shit music that they select. So it wasn't that bad. Everybody reacted to him really well. I just thought it was in a really bad spot. I thought that he debuting him here at the Raw after WrestleMania is a good idea, but doing it in the middle of a dead heat New Day versus Otis and Tozawa match was fucking stupid. And
can I disagree?
It made no sense.
I don't like the way Rusev's beard looks. I like him better with just the mustache. Maybe I just like mustaches.
Yeah, I think you're just on a mustache kick. I think you
But
want
I
I
think it was
think you want
better.
Randy Orton and Rusev to team up as a mustache tag team.
I just feel like Rusev looks like Jey Uso's dad with a beard.
He kind of does look like a mean soccer dad, doesn't he?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But nonetheless, I thought he looked good, but I thought the spot was stupid. I thought him beating up Otis and like they're gonna do the typical thing where they're like, "Oh, we brought him
Yeah.
back, but people may not
I
remember
didn't
him. It's
like that
been five
Otis had to take
years.
that heat.
Let's have him beat up some
Let's have him beat up the
lower
Alpha
people on the
Academy.
card. Yeah, let's have him beat up the Alpha Academy again. Like, come
I
on.
didn't like how they had to do Otis like that. That's my boy. He rolls around like nobody's business.
He does roll. He is very round.
There's no reason an accolade hits that guy.
What happened to Maxine? She didn't look right. She didn't. I don't know. I didn't notice anything from her. I know she cut a decent promo. I didn't notice her looking any different. Maybe it was Charlotte Flair doing her Tiffany Stratton impression. Maybe it wasn't Maxine. Maybe it was Charlotte Flair going, "Too squeaky, too squeaky," or whatever the fuck she did for Tiffany Stratton. Yeah. But yeah. And then, yeah, that was the end of Raw too, with Braun and Seth, and then talked about New Day, Rusev's big debut, Becky losing the title. So we've pretty much talked about Raw as well. We've covered it all. That was WrestleMania and Raw, but just as a whole, WrestleMania night 1 and 2, if you were to put them together in a big WrestleMania sandwich dirt, what would you like give it overall? Because I feel like that's the proper way to rank
Six
this.
and a half.
Really, I feel like that's high.
I'll tell you what my highlight was. My highlight of the night, and what's really giving it that half star, is Stone Cold Steve Austin driving a four-wheeler into the barricade and then that lady flopping like LeBron James. That was amazing.
Dude, okay, yeah.
Dude, that lady sold.
Yeah, that lady was trying to sell. She saw the opportunity and took it, dude. She was trying
Yeah.
her damnedest. And it's a good thing that there's cameras fucking everywhere because
Stone Cold didn't entertain it at all. He went up and he's like, "Oh, fuck that."
yeah.
like,
Well, Nick
he's like,
Khan's
"I'm
there to
outta here."
take care of that. Nick Khan got his billionaire ass up and walked over there real quick. So,
He's like, "I'll give you tickets for the next year and a half."
yeah, they were trying to smooth it over, I'm sure. But then when they went back and watched the tape, I'm sure they were like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
You know?
She was like,
Oh yeah, it was great, fantastic. He actually missed the
You
entrance
tell?
ramp entirely. This dude was drunk. Stone
Yeah, I
Cold was
saw that.
wasted.
Yeah, he was definitely DUI material. That's why he dipped out of there. Dipped out of there quick. Like, if he was on a public street, he'd get put in jail.
Yeah. Well, they threw him like 8 beers and then he drove away.
Well, no, he was wasted before he got, like
I
you
know.
said, he missed the
He
entrance
missed
ramp.
the ramp, dude.
He thought there was a tunnel. He tried to go through it like a tunnel. Like, he thought that was where the Titantron entrance was, and he had to go. He still had to go up a ramp and hit a 90
Yeah.
and then go out. But he thought the little thing right there
Was the entrance. Yeah. I mean, I could see where he would have thought that.
Yeah.
Big stage. You got to drive a fool wheeler. He's just focused on driving. But he also was terrible at driving. He kept hitting all the walls. It kept getting stuck. It took like 8 people to get. Yeah.
How
It's
does he drive? He used to drive a big ass four wheeler, like one that was like twice the size of that little one. That little dink should have just done like no problem in there at all.
Yeah, I know. That was pretty much a big wheel. What was he doing?
Yeah, that little dink.
Didn't Carlito hit a lady too? Did he?
Did Carlito hit a lady?
I don't remember him hitting
Who's
a
that
lady.
I don't remember Carlito at WrestleMania.
Yeah, he was there during the Intercontinental title match. He took a bump through the table, actually. Big bump through the table. Braun Breaker actually speared him through the table. Carlito was like, "Oh, no, not again." And, yeah, took a big spear through the table.
Big old spear.
And then her face could have looked different, by the way, Doctor Who. But, yeah, I don't remember Carlito hitting a lady. But I do remember when I was a kid, I went and saw a WWE house show, and it was a Carlito versus Shawn Michaels match was on the card. And I was like, oh boy, this is exciting. I get to see Carlito up close and personal. And We got pretty close, and we all got hit with bits of apple because Carlito chewed up his apple like he was gonna spit it in Sean's face, and then Sean super kicked him, and then Carlito spit it out everywhere and took the pin. It was great. Good stuff. Yeah. I give it 4 bags of popcorn out of 10, dude. So this is a lower WrestleMania for me on the card. This just did not do it for me compared to
No,
last
no,
year's
not at
WrestleMania.
all.
This was chump change. This was you know,
This was friggin' shrimp in the
yeah.
water. Who
Like
knows?
last year's WrestleMania was a good New York delicious floppy pizza, and then this year's WrestleMania we got Domino's. Like what the fuck? Like come on,
Mm.
come on.
Yeah, it is. It is very Domino's, the lowest of the low.
Yeah, yeah, it's Domino's. They may have stuffed the crust and been like, "Oh, we've never done this before," but we're also like, "Why haven't you done this before?" And it's nothing new. What a great analogy for WrestleMania. I don't think
Big
anyone's
ol'
put it like that yet.
Last year's WrestleMania was Pizza Hut buffet from 1999.
Well, if we're gonna get real specific with the pizza lore, yes. There you go. Cody finishing a story. I mean, you know what I mean. It was a big deal, dude. Last year there was a lot of big deals. And this year it seems like there should have been a big deal, but they were squandered. And I don't blame The Rock for not showing up. I don't think that's the case at all. I don't think you needed Travis Scott. I think you needed a better finish. I think you needed to speed it up a little bit. John can still be slow and methodical, but damn, speed it up a little bit. Cody was selling this whole match. We've watched Cody kick out of how many finishers this entire year? Like what? Kevin Owens could not get this guy to stay down. Like, how many times has Cody? Like, how many freaking spears and Superman punches did it take for? Did he kick out of to win the title? Oh my God, what is this? Is this the Mafia picture? Seth, Braun, Becky, and Paul.
This is my prediction. Everybody's saying Finn is going to be the fourth man, but I think the man is going to be the
Finn?
fourth man. Yeah, everybody's saying it's Finn.
I mean, I can sort of see Finn
And
being in there.
I think the only reason they're saying that is because he has a crew cut and Randy Orton had a crew cut. I
What? I
think
don't
that's the
think.
only reason.
What is your
I think that's
obsession
the
with
only
their
reason.
hair? You're obsessed.
No, I'm saying that people want the people are saying that this is the
because
evolution
he
just because of
matches. Because he
because
matches.
this looks like Batista and then this looks like
I don't think it's
Randy
based
Orton.
off looks. That doesn't make any
I
sense to
think
be
so.
based off
I
of
think
looks.
that's why people picked Finn. I think people just think
No,
he
I think
looks
it's
like.
because he fits storyline wise. He's done with the Judgment Day stuff and all this, and like Judgment Day's kind of turning babyface, all of them.
Oh yeah, they are.
So it only makes sense for Finn, who's kind of on the outs with the group, to find his own way. But I don't really see him doing that. I think if you're going to take a heel that's kind of looking his own way, that's kind of been preaching everything Seth Rollins has also been preaching, it would be Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, I think. Well, this faction doesn't only have to be 4 people.
No, it doesn't.
This could
We
this
could
could be
all be
like
wrong, and it could be no one. I think that's the direction they're actually going to take since people are speculating so much. They're going to be like, we're not adding
no.
anyone.
They're not gonna subvert. They're not. They don't. They don't subvert any expectations.
They might.
WWE writers are not. I don't know. They're pretty predictable. I mean, look at me. I got a perfectly clean sweep on WrestleMania.
Clean sweep.
Clean sweep.
You
I
did.
got them all right. I got
Well,
them all right
essentially you got one wrong,
because I. Well, okay. You can rewatch the
and it
tapes. I
was the
knew I was
Logan Paul
hella wrong.
AJ Styles match. You got one wrong on the predictions. You want me to go get the book? Hold on.
We could rewatch the tape. I picked Logan Paul first, and I was like, well, I can't pick Logan Paul, so I got to pick AJ Styles. But you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, hustle, loyalty, respect. None of that.
I got Big Eagle. Big Eagle.
All right, Dirt. So, dude, you know what? I should have just got the book. We were looking at match order. It's right here. Um, Night one. I got 3 right on night one. Nate got 4 right on night one. You got them all right on night one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matches on night one. And then my brother got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right. So my brother would actually be second place on night one. But it's a good thing it's not one night. 2 nights. On night 2, I got 2 matches correct. Bringing my total to 5 matches for WrestleMania that I predicted correctly. For Cowboy Nate, he got 3 here. Bringing his total to 7. He got 7 matches correct. Nate did. And then Dirt got 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So you have 12 matches correct.
Well, I still got the Randy Orton match correct.
Oh yeah, well we didn't. We that's at the bottom here. We did. None of us actually counted it as a thing because we didn't know the opponent. And we didn't, even though we knew Randy would win, so we all just said we all pick Randy, and we didn't count it.
I'll tell you who I think is in Evolution too.
And then hold on, let me read this. This the second part here. Let me just finish. And then Jacob, my brother, capping it off with 2 matches here, so he didn't do as well here either. So he only got 7. Him and Nate tied. I came in last with 5, and then you got 12, which is insane. And I thought it was really funny how you're not a every week watcher. You know, you're kind of just a sporadic watcher. What they would say is a casual watcher of wrestling. And I just thought it was funny that the casual watcher of wrestling got them all right.
That's right. And I'm about to blow
And the
your
ones who
freaking
watch
mind.
every week don't know shit.
I'm about to blow your mind and get this right too. The 4th man of Evolution is not going to be Becky Lynch.
That would be fantastic. Dirt, that's the best pitch you've had all night. You know Baron's our boy over here.
He needs it. He needs it. They did him so bad.
Well, he's gone. You know they released him.
That's what I'm saying. But
Bring him back,
to bring
man.
him back with this as the gimmick, where he's just like on the bad guy's side, or just like in the worst team possible.
Yeah, I mean, he would fit in a little bit too. And Dirt, you're forgetting, he was NXT Tag Team Champions with Braun Breaker.
There you go. So there's.
I have their T-shirt. I have a Wolf Dogs T-shirt.
Yeah, next Raw they're gonna be in a meeting. Wiseman's gonna be he's not Wiseman anymore, but he's gonna be at the table. He's like, we're gonna need another guy, and Braun's like, I'll make the call.
I got a guy I can call, dude. If it would be, that would be perfect. Bring back Corbin, dude. You do the right thing, guys. That's a good. That's
Put him
smart.
in Evolution too. Put him in Evolution too.
That's right. I like that one. That's the best one. I'm gonna clip that one because no one has said that yet. No one has said that yet.
Randy joins Evolution 2 and feuds with John Cena. And
well, he already is feuding with Cena. But I don't think Randy needs anyone, dude. Randy is so good on his own. He's so popular.
He's also been doing the jobber, not really a jobber, but he's been like helping a lot of the younger talent for the last like decade.
Yeah. I mean, which is the right thing to do. Randy's been doing the right thing while John's been doing the wrong thing.
Well, I'm saying him feuding with John puts him back in the main event area of the company.
Of course.
Where he belongs to be.
He's going to lose.
He belongs there.
But,
well, yeah. No. At the end of the feud, he's going to win. John Cena is going to hand him. This whole thing is about John Cena handing off the reins to somebody. That somebody's Randy Orton.
Randy Orton is as old as he is. He is not handing it. John Cena's going to bring out someone even older, and he brings out Ric Flair. He
brings out R-Truth.
He lays down for Ric Flair so Ric Flair can get his 17th.
That's another one. R-Truth fumbled so bad these last couple months. He had the chance. He had the chance to rebrand himself as.
I think you're still gonna. Yeah.
Well, no, he could have came out in like Hustle, Loyalty, and Respect gear and been like, "I'm the new John Cena."
No, he should
And
have
then
came
just
out in what
like,
I'm wearing, Dirt. He should have came out like this. He should have came out in full support of his hero, John Cena, and said, "Yeah, you guys have been mean to Cena. Why y'all been doing that?" Like, it would have been funny.
yeah,
He still could have been a babyface, but still could have been agreeing with John Cena.
yeah, because he is dumb. Like his whole character is just dumb.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's funny. Good on our truth. All right, that's it. That's our WrestleMania review and Raw review as well here on Pro Wrestling Sauce every Wednesday at 10:15 Eastern Standard Time right here on the Slipper House Extra Extra YouTube channel. I'm usually joined here with Cowboy Nate as well, but he is not here this week, but he will be back next week on Wednesday, and then tomorrow night we got a special live stream. I may do 2 live streams tomorrow. I don't know, but I could be saving the Survivor Digest for Friday. But I got my brother coming in tomorrow. So my brother coming back from the Army tomorrow, and we're going to catch up with him here in the Discord live on YouTube. So, yeah, we'll get to hear all of Jake's good Army stories and catch up with him. So, Dirt, if you want to pop in while we're doing that, I don't know when it's going to be. Just playing it by ear. But we'll be on here. Yeah, we'll be on here at some point with my brother tomorrow, talking, farting around. A little catch up with Jake. Whoa. That's a big one.
Booker's so funny. This girl's just slamming somebody with her ass, and he's just like, yeah.
Booker's like, I need a fart just to see where it came from, brother. Booker's way too horny, dude. He's a calm down. He's horned
That's
up.
his character. He's kayfabe, and he's not really like that.
Yeah, he's going to change his last name from T to Sharp. Look out. All right. All right, bye. We'll see you guys next week. Peace. Shannon Sharp, dude, he's taking hits left and right. He's toast. I think the stream heard me say that too. That's all right.